Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you everyone for who's been subscribing and liking. We did manage to hit the 200 subscriber target of last week. So thank you everyone. Continue to like, view and subscribe. So today we'll be reviewing and going through my game week 5 team. As we can see on the screen, it did score around 68 points, which was 2.2 million rank in game week. It was a small red arrow, so I moved my rank to 204k and an overall total of around 368. But it wasn't bad because it was a great improvement from last week. So to go through the players, obviously Verbruggen had his clean sheet wiped out much earlier on than we thought with the penalty that was taken by Wood, which was another surprise because most of the people didn't think Wood would be taking the Nottingham Forest penalties. But that is an interesting fact that came out of the weekend that we need to consider as well going forward. Robinson as well had his clean sheet wiped out. Konsa did score the second goal for Aston Villa, which was very welcomed points. Then Trent managed a clean sheet and also an assist for Diaz's second goal. Palmer also did score a goal that was assisted by Nicholas Jackson. However, he did get off much earlier than we thought, which was a surprise because we would think, yes, we do know Chelsea's squad is quite long, but we did think Palmer was one of those few people that at least are nailed to at least be assured of 80 or plus minutes. Then Rogers obviously did finally return. Despite the hard work and everything he does provide, he did manage to jump from almost 0 bonus points to 3 bonus points in the last couple of minutes of the match with two wonderful assists. Salah, who was my captain, didn't manage to score a goal. The last two games have not been the best for him, but at least he still managed to return with an assist for Nunez's Kala, his wonderful third goal for Liverpool. Then Eze was quite wasteful. Yes, Man United had the better match or played much better and deserved the points, but Crystal Palace did get a few chances, and those few chances did fall to Eze. But it's unfortunate that someone of his caliber wasn't able to make better use of the chances. Semenyo obviously did score very early on in the Liverpool game, but his goal was disallowed because of an offside, a very slight offside. So he wasn't able to get any returns. And then lastly, Joao Pedro should not have been in my team because, like I mentioned at the end of when I released my final team, he was a doubt and I didn't think he was going to start the game. So he was on my bench, but it's because Lewis didn't play any part in the Man City game that Joao Pedro comes in. Then Haaland obviously did Haaland things and got on the score sheet. And kudos to those that captained him because they had an extra 3 points more than the Salah captainers. So we'll jump straight into the few advice or the few my plans for my game week 6 because like I mentioned I rolled my transfers, so I do have I think 3 transfers. So I plan on bringing in a few assets that I'll be talking about later. I do know that very many of us are also going to be wildcarding in game week 6. I would also advise it. It does prepare you for a good round of games before the next international break. So I would advise that as well. Personally, I've already used my wildcards, so I'll just, during the course of this week, I'll provide a few drafts of different wildcard options and drafts that those that are wildcarding can go through and be able to inform their ideas on which players and which assets to bring in. So one of the one people, because at the time of recording, I believe Raya and Gabriel are about to get a price increment. Uh, it's very close. So those that can get them in as fast as possible, the better, so that you make use of that extra zero point 0.1 or something price. So Raya is one of those people that I believe is a set and forget. You can just get him into your goal and then you'll have him there for a while. He's performing very well, and as you can see, the fixtures for Arsenal are looking very good. At least the next three, with Leicester, Southampton, and Bournemouth. Those could be 3 shutouts and 3 clean sheets. So yeah, Raya is one of those people to have a look at. Still sticking with Arsenal, it's Gabriel, who's now made free kicks and corners his penalties. Basically, he's always a threat in the box. And on top of that, he comes with the clean sheets as well, and then obviously a goal threat. And like we've mentioned about the fixtures, at least those 3 fixtures for Arsenal need to be capitalized on before the Liverpool and other games come in. Still talking about now Liverpool. There's one of those common moves that are being happening right now, because I do know there's a huge number of people that are moving out Jota to Mbeumo. We're also going to look at later on. But yes, there's that huge mountain of people that are also downgrading Salah to Luis Diaz. He's playing very well this season. He's getting into the box. He's scoring goals. He's a much, much better person than he was the last season. So he's one also that someone can look into as you're trying to get in funds, because looking for funds with all the high priority prime assets is also tricky. So he's someone you could probably downgrade to and then get enough funds to fund other players that you could want to bring into your team. The Liverpool fixtures also, the next three look good until at the point when they play Arsenal, and then still after that they are still good enough. So the Liverpool assets, much as most of you are moving away from them, I would still advise them because they are still good enough. Then Saka, unfortunately, was removed yesterday at halftime, but I think it was a tactical decision based on the red card. But he should be fit and available. Still on the Arsenal fixtures, he's still looking very good as well. Then Mbeumo is someone I've mentioned. Very many of you are moving Jota to Mbeumo. Jota may fall in price and Mbeumo it may highly increase in price, but you can see the fixtures and you can see the threat he's on. We're still trying to decide on which other assets from Brentford that we could probably look into, but for now Mbeumo is a set and very assured asset. So that is pretty much it from some of the ones that I would recommend. The rest, I believe, are good assets, but to be monitored. For example, Harvey Barnes is on form. He's playing very well and is one of those people that are becoming nailed in the Newcastle team. But he's still for monitoring, and too bad they play Man City next. But I think after Man City, he has two very good fixtures. But that is someone that you could also consider and have a look at and assess as his performances are. Lastly is Emil Smith Rowe, who I think is surprising very many. We did know he was going to be good, but not to this extent. But he's really performing very well, and he's a very good asset as well. His fixtures aren't that bad either. So thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Like I mentioned, we'll go through a few drafts for the wildcard. Otherwise, FPL responsible. Thank you.